Well, we're back on pitch side here at Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium, and the action continues as KFC presents Bank Alfala ODI series between Pakistan and Sri Lanka. It's a beautiful day here in Rawalpindi as we discuss Pakistan taking on Sri Lanka. Now, Pakistan coming at the back of a great series win against South Africa, and Sri Lanka as well has had a good run in this particular format. So plenty to look forward to, and we've got a new set of guests here with us as well, all the way from Australia, I'd like to call. Arslan Ash joins us alongside Amir Suhail. Russ, thank you so much for joining us. Plenty to look forward to in this particular series. I mean, what are you personally sort of anticipating?
Well, Sri Lanka have lots of boxes to tick off, actually build on their success in this format and try to get their players into certain roles. Because it's a shorter format, you're looking at the T20s as well. But I think it's an exciting time with a lot to achieve in direction for this team.
Not much break then for the Pakistan cricket side because they just won that series against South Africa. Great win for them. This is going to really help their confidence. How do you look at this prospect of playing Sri Lanka now?
I think it's good to be busy, that's for sure. And, you know, more cricket Pakistani players are going to play, more you see them evolving. So I think it's a good thing for them. The Pakistani Cricket Board has created the opportunities for them to feature in this format, especially because we have struggled in this format over the years. And more they play, the better they're going to get.
Absolutely. The more you play, the better you become. Russ, what do you attribute this success of the Sri Lankan team in this particular format to? I mean, what is the one reason? What are the reasons that you kind of can pinpoint?
Well, more often than not, it comes down to holding a core set of players together. Sri Lanka have been able to achieve that. And that's why you're able to make your plans around them. They've been dominating in ODI cricket at home, but it really does surprise me when it comes to the other formats where they struggle. It's somewhat the same players. Now, if you look at the names, there's a lot of experience. Kusal Mendis, Pathum Nissanka's been brilliant. Sadira Samaravikrama has also been there for a while. Kamindu Mendis, Janit Liyanage. So if you look at that list, there are players that you have heard of, you've seen before. And it's about them now paying back the Sri Lankans for the investment made in them in those early years.
And the major factor for me is Sri Lanka has never been associated with faster bowlers. But now they've got quality fast bowlers and experience is there. And those fast bowlers are really making a difference for them along with those spinners.
Absolutely. Well, fast bowlers are also contributing towards a winning cause for Pakistan. When you talk about, you know, Shaheen Shah, Afridi and all those, how do you look at this fast bowling lineup?
I think the potential is there. There is no doubt about it. The only problem is they haven't been amongst wickets. And I think time will come. They'll realize that how to pick up wickets for Pakistan with the newish ball. And like I said before, they have the potential.
A team that prefers to chase then or bat first, Sri Lanka, because we're very close to the toss?
Well, chase, I would think. When they know the target, they're a lot better than visualizing or setting themselves up. They've really struggled in that aspect.
All right, then. We're talking about Pakistan taking on Sri Lanka. Plenty to talk about in this team as well. Abrar Ahmed, then. Quick thoughts on him. Amir, he's been the man of the series for Pakistan in that last one-day international series.
He brings that mystery. And, you know, when you talk about shorter formats where the players are looking to hit big strokes, you have to play the ball early. And with him, he forces them to play the ball late. And that's where he makes the difference. And Manindu Hasaranga in their lineup is a good leg spinner as well. So, you know, like for like players, and it will raise the anticipation.
Absolutely. It's going to be a great contest because both these sides have some really brilliant spinners on both sides, the Abrar Ahmed, Hasaranga. But of course, it all depends on the spindy wicket as well because we are ready with the toss now. So let's head over to Roshan Abhisingh, who's out there with the two captains, and that'll be followed by the pitch report to talk about the conditions.
It's been 30 long years since these two teams played right here. It's a three-match ODI series and a warm welcome to the first game and the toss happening. We got the two captains in green, Shaheen Shah Afridi, the home captain, of course Charith Asalanka in blue, Sri Lankan captain, and our match referee, who must be having fond memories of your 100 you made here. Right, so Shaheen, you're going to spin the coin.
Heads.
Heads is the call. And it is a head. And Charit, what are you going to do?
We are going to bowl first.
Any reason for that?
Now we think Dew might come later on, so it looks decent pitch, and we just have decided to bowl first here.
You guys have been having a good run in the one-day format, but anything different you've done with your team?
Not much different. The good thing is Arslan back in the ODI side again. He didn't play the last ODI series, and just want to keep continuing the good things.
Right, and anyone new in the team, or are you going with the same team?
Yeah, Kamil Mishar make his debut today. I think he's a left-hand opening batsman, and I think he has a long run.
All right, all the best.
Thank you so much.
Shaheen, first and foremost, what do you think you would have done had you won the toss?
We also won bowling first because of Dew.
And you guys have had a dream run in the one-day format, beating South Africa. Our confidence must be very high.
Yeah, I think we played very good cricket last series, and we hopefully we start well for this series as well.
So what kind of score do you think you should have here?
I think normally Pindi is a high-scoring game, so we will try to, firstly that new ball managing well, and then look for the big runs.
Yeah, quick look at your team.
Yeah, the team for the last game only one change because of the two players is not feeling well, Abrar and Wasim, so Naseem Shah is in.
All right, all the best.
Thank you.
Right, the news from the centre is that Sri Lanka, they won the toss and they're bowling first. And now, as we know, with the toss done, it's time to take a look at this surface. 22 yards, it's a beautiful ground as we know. Well, the outfield, 75 meters, the boundaries that is, right around this, and lovely weather. And I'm not going to talk about the pitch because I got someone who's got tons of wickets here. Run in, pounded the surface. So let's ask him. What do you think, Waka?
Roshan, let me just tell you that you look very, very smart, and apologize for my dress because I'm coming from Hong Kong.
Smart as well.
So that's the reason. Yeah, this pitch looks a real good one. I don't believe in numbers much, but if I just have to give you the numbers, 336 is the highest run which is being chased quite comfortably with 10 balls to spare. So this is a pitch where you want to chase. Last 5 years, no one-day cricket has been. So mainly this ground has been like a T20 ground, and big score has been scored. So all these grass you're looking at the surface or maybe a little bit of cracks, I don't think is going to come into play. The first maybe 3 to 4 overs might do a little bit, but then it's going to be a belter. I think it's going to be a run-face pitch.
Now, both captains were very concerned about the dew. Is dew going to be a factor here, you think?
Yeah, big factor. I mean, T20, we have seen, 220, 230 easily chased down, and I think that's the right move to make because it might play a little slow to begin with, but once the lights come on, and a little bit of dew, it becomes, the surface where you can just hit through the line becomes a little slippery. Ball comes onto the bat nicely.
Good toss to win, you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Right, so that's the story. Good toss to win. Dew expected, lots of runs too. That's all from here.
Well, no surprises there about the conditions here in Pindi, always favouring the teams that are chasing. Then looking at Sri Lanka up first. Russ, what do you make of this side for these conditions?
I like it. It's a well-balanced team. Pathum Nissanka has been in wonderful form across all formats, so has Kusal Mendis. But Kamil Mishara, he excites me. Debut for him, a 24-year-old, played T20 cricket, but this is his big opportunity. This middle order is also strong with Asalanka and Janit Liyanage. They are coming to Mendis, another player who's been very consistent and making an impact for the team. Then the bowlers, the two seamers in Chamira and Asita Fernando, they are effective with the new ball and also the older ball, and Theekshana and Hasaranga, and a little bit of mystery, if you may like.
Absolutely. We love a bit of mystery, but that mystery option for us is missing today, Amer, because Abrar sits out because he's not feeling well. We've got Naseem Shah back in this lineup. How do you look at this overall combination?
Still, the formation of the team is quite good. Given the conditions, given the state of the surface, I think Fahim Ashraf will be bowling more on a surface like this. And I think they have the resources to be able to defend a certain total. And batting-wise, I think Shaheen made a good point that we have to survive the new ball. And from there on, we'll try and put a big total in the board. That's the right thinking.
All right, then we have to survive the new ball. You heard it from Shaheen Shah Afridi. We've seen quite a lot that the power play has been crucial in that last ODI series as well. So that's going to be key for both the sides. Who gets on top first? Who gets to dominate? We'll take a short breather here on Pitchside, and when we do come back, we'll have a closer look at both these sides. So don't go anywhere. Well, we're back on pitch side, and Sri Lanka has won the toss and they have decided to bowl first. We were discussing the teams up front. Pakistan obviously high on confidence after that win against South Africa. Earlier today, we spoke to Mike Hesson. Time to hear his thoughts now.
Thank you very much for your time. Pakistani fans are very happy and buoyed with the recent results. Are you happy or you are relieved?
Oh, I'm sort of one of those coaches that are always looking for a little bit more. But I'm pleased. I mean, we always talk about winning series. And, although we haven't been perfect, we've fronted up at the right times. And winning series is something we haven't done for a while. So really pleased with that. But I still know there's work to do.
Going with your answer, there should be some change in the strategy to keep on carrying on with this winning streak?
Look, we're always trying to evolve, no doubt about that. And I think we're trying to get, one-day cricket is something we haven't really mastered, the last sort of year or so. After the series win in Australia and South Africa, we sort of went missing a bit. So we're back to a bit more discipline with the ball. And from a batting point of view, is just taking a little bit more ownership.
You trance South Africa with spinning tracks. Sri Lankans, they play spin very well. Is there a tweak in the strategy or are you going along with that?
No, I mean, very different in terms of T20 wickets. Obviously, with the World Cup in mind, we're happy to play on spinning surfaces. But in our bilateral ODIs, we'll play pitches that we think suit. So, we're back in Rawalpindi. You'll see the pitch today. It'll obviously have a little bit more pace and bounce in it.
Thank you very much
Pleasure.
for your time.
Well, Mike Hesson, always positive, and just talking about the evolution of the Pakistan cricket side, how they managed to win against South Africa and Australia last year, and then they lost their way a bit in the middle and now come back into form again. Ahmed, you spoke about, we heard it from Mike Hesson as well, that it's important to keep that positive attitude. Saim Ayub is definitely one player who's come up with the runs, which was expected of him. I mean, how do you see his evolution, the fact that he was struggling earlier on and had a good series against South Africa?
He finally realized the importance of spending time at the crease. If you only learn if you play for the longest, if you stay at the crease, there is no point try to play your shots and get yourself out and sit in the dressing room. What we saw from Saim Ayub during that ODI series, he was willing to work hard for his runs. And he not only he was defending very well, he was leaving the ball very well. And that's a measure of the opener. If an opener doesn't know how to leave the ball, he's not an opener. So that was refreshing for me when it comes to Saim Ayub. And his bowling is a great bonus for any side. He's a luxury.
Where are we with the opening pair of Sri Lanka then? Because you do have somebody like Nasanka who's super talented, and we've seen what kind of skills he possesses. What about on the other end? There's been a couple of changes there. How are you looking at that particular spot?
Well, a little confused at this stage because that partnership, getting an opening partnership together is really crucial, which allows the middle order to express themselves. That's how it generally works. You put the pressure on the opposition. Pathum Nissanka, well, there's no point talking about him because he's been absolutely brilliant, and he's one of those players who scores runs without taking risks, plays good cricketing shots. Now, Kamil Mishara, a youngster with heaps of first-class runs and runs in A-team cricket, gets that opportunity. If he gets going, he's really good to watch. Left-handers are always good to watch, Zainab, and he's powerful. It's about getting that start is what's crucial for Kamil Mishara. And if he slots in there, I think the Sri Lankan team will take another step forward, because a lot of these other players, they've kind of established themselves. And what Pakistan and Sri Lanka struggle with, for me, is that consistency. There's flair. They'll surprise anyone. They'll entertain you. But then they're not able to do that day in, day out. And that's mindset. That's the area they need to work on.
So in these conditions, Amir, that we see in Pindi, of course in Faisalabad, you spoke to Hesson about it as well, that we had these turning tracks. When you talk about these conditions, what are we looking at in terms of your bowling combination? I mean, what is most effective?
It's a hard one because you never know how much dew you're going to get. So I think when there is a chance of dew, you've got to have your lineup packed with fast bowlers, because spinners, they won't have any control over the ball. So faster bowlers, they actually give you a chance to bring something on the table. So that's where Pakistani captain has to look. Another thing Pakistan needs to improve upon, they have to find a way when they are batting first to get to 280 and 300 runs. I'm not saying they try to score 350 in this game. Gradually, first you get to 280, then you back yourself up with another 10 runs, and then you get into a habit of putting a big total.
Because initially, Zainab, you need to be in the game. That's why Amir's 280 comes into it. Then your bowlers have a chance. But if you're targeting 350, basically you're taking chances and you most likely will lose your way. Get there, then we go from there.
Absolutely. Smaller targets is what we're talking about in terms of approach. Then fast bowling options then for Sri Lanka, because they're going to be bowling up first in these conditions, which Amir just mentioned that, the spinners maybe later on with the dew might struggle, but how do you evaluate them overall?
Well, they got two quality spinners who'll bowl under any conditions, and they don't need a lot of turn. That's Hasaranga and Theekshana. Theekshana can also bowl with the new ball. So that gives a bit of variety for Sri Lanka to use. But Dushmantha Chameera, he's got extra pace. He has been playing consistently, and that has allowed him to improve his game. He'll bowl in short spells right throughout. But Asitha Fernando's emergence for Sri Lanka has been the real key, the real game changer, because he's so good with the new ball. I think he's picked up the most number of wickets when it comes to the faster bowlers. His strike rate's pretty good. And when you have a bowler picking up wickets, you're always ahead of the game. You're always controlling the opposition run rate. So they're going with two seamers, but there's variety.
Also in the middle, you've got somebody like Mohammad Rizwan and Salman Ali Agha also controlling the run rate, because we've seen in the recent past, or well in the last year or so, that they've managed to add vital runs. How important are they to the two of them to really sort of give them the batting prowess that they're looking at?
Both these batsmen, they have the ability to adapt. If the openers, they have involved in a good partnership and laid the foundation, they can take the momentum forward. If Pakistani team is struggling, they can actually hold the fort. And that's why they have become very crucial for the Pakistani team. They got the experience, they got the ability, and they combine it to bring something for the Pakistan.
Okay, Sri Lanka is bowling first. What kind of target are we looking at where they feel comfortable, that this is something that we can this is achievable?
I think 275, 280 is a pass score on this pitch. But as a team, you'd like to cut that down a little bit more. I think 250, 260 is what they'll be really comfortable with. Or rather, that's the score they'll be looking to try and contain Pakistan to.
Same question. What number is Pakistan looking at to feel that they have an advantage now?
I think pass score is 280 here, given the conditions. But for dew, you got to have an insurance of about 15, 20 runs. And then Abrar is not there.
That's a big factor.
That is going to be a huge factor, because he got 4 wickets in the last game against South Africa. Different conditions, obviously, but he is somebody that Pakistan has been relying in the recent past to give them those breakthroughs in the middle. The crowd, well, it's building up right now here in Rawalpindi. We had some great crowds in Faisabad. We'll take a short break. And when we do come back, we'll be down here for all the live pictures and all the action. So don't go anywhere.